Hello beautiful people of YouTube, and welcome to this video that I am recording in the parking lot of the hospital. Yay! This is kind of like the place where I hang out, like I come here so often, not that I would like to, but here we are. My name is Mai and I am recovering from a hip impingement and labral repair surgery of the right hip. But today we're talking about my left hip that has been dealing with some tendon issues, and we're gonna do a PRP, plasma enriched injection to help with the recovery. If you're interested in following the journey, I will leave a couple of links down below so you can have a little bit more context of what's going on. But in a nutshell, I have a lot of pain in my butt and in the outside of the hip. I had an MRI done that showed that I had tendinitis at the time, but since it hasn't improved, it became tendinosis, which basically means the chronic inflammation of a tendon. It's a gluteus medius tendon, I think, and I have a lot of pain, even down to the knee. We've done different things to diagnose it, and now we're trying this plasma injection that basically consists on drawing your own blood, separating it between the red cells and the white cells, and taking those white cells, injecting them directly in the area of the problem, and hoping that those white cells would help with the healing process. I'm afraid because they say that it gets worse before it gets better, and I've been experiencing high levels of pain, so I don't even know what this is gonna look like. They say that also the injection in itself is really painful, so I'm also concerned about that one. But if this is the end of this saga, I am willing to do anything, whatever it takes. So I'm gonna bring you along. This is gonna be a little bit of a vlog of the actual injection, and then the days after and potentially the weeks after, so you can see what a plasma injection would look like. Let's go to the office of the doctor. Let's assess. Yay. Okay, let's assess the damage. Oh my god, I look so bad. Don't wear makeup when you come to get a PRP injection. It's a terrible idea. I got the injection. I am in a lot of pain right now. It was really painful, honestly. The whole thing was super painful because, imagine, the tendon is so irritated that if you poke it with a needle, it's of course gonna be even more irritated, let alone injecting something. Oh my god, it was really painful. Let me walk you through the process. I walked there and they immediately did the blood drawing, I guess, to have time to, spin it. Then we did the injection with the ultrasound machine. The idea of the ultrasound machine was to find the exact spot. We are injecting in the tendon, hoping that that's gonna help with the inflammation in the glutes as well. A little bit of what I understood of the injection is that the plasma, the white cells, go in and they irritate a little bit the hip, the tendon, the glutes, and then they start helping with the healing and the anti-inflammation, reducing the inflammation. They seem to be as or even more powerful than cortisone to treat inflammation, so that's the idea, that they will help heal. It's gonna take up to 6 weeks to see the max potential of this injection. So I have this new pain diary where I recorded my pain today, and then in 2 weeks, and then in 6 weeks. So I'm not seeing them or talking to them until 6 weeks. And from now on, my physical therapist is the one that's going to take the lead on what to do in terms of how fast to go back to my activities or to my sports. And now we hope for the best. It was incredibly painful. It was so bad. I feel like it wasn't only the physical pain, but also the emotional pain. I have so much stress and emotionally I am not feeling well, that when that needle came in and the pain was so strong, I just lost it and I started crying like crazy and actually sobbing because it was painful, and I am also tired of all of this. Everything is so painful. I just want to be feeling better. It's been too long. So now I have a band-aid on my glute. The injection was kind of more to the side of the hip, and the needle went diagonally up. So where the band-aid is, that's not exactly where the liquid went in. It's a little bit more higher up. That's how I'm feeling right now. I am in a lot of pain. I'm gonna take it easy for a week. That's what they said. Take it easy and then start ramping up the activities. Today I'm gonna literally just vegetate, be a couch potato. And another interesting information I wanted to share is that I had to drink a lot of water. So I guess the blood would be more watery, like we would have more to drown for. We would have more to drown off. I have no idea, but like I had to be very well hydrated and also avoid anti-inflammatory medicines. And that's also something that I am supposed to do for the upcoming 3 days, I think, because since the white cells are gonna like create this inflammation, we don't want to have a medicine treating that. We want them to like be able to do whatever they have to do. Yeah, so I'll keep you posted. We'll see how I feel later. During the PRP injection, I told them that I also have pain in the front of the hip. My physical therapist is a little bit concerned that that might have to do with the hip flexor being irritated. So they decided to do the tests of the labrum to see how it's feeling. Up, down, open, close, and then when they sent the knee diagonally, like that impingement type of test, I was feeling okay, it didn't hurt. And I hope that that's a good sign. I hope that that means that potentially the labrum is not the one that's causing the irritation and the pain in the tendon. It felt okay. And when I did that in the other hip, I remember a year ago, I couldn't even get to that position. So this gives me a lot of hope. I really certainly like cross my fingers that the labrum is okay. And after this, we can move on with my life. What's up? This is day one after the third. This is day one after the injection. It's literally 24 hours after the injection, but the reason why I remember that I have to do this update is because it started to hurt really badly right now. Yesterday after the injection, I came home and I laid all afternoon. And I was feeling decently, you know, like when you've been in pain for so long, you kind of lose perception of pain. So I wasn't in like huge pain, but I was in definitely pain. So I just like waited it out. I was just resting and I was feeling okay. I went to bed, slept, no problem. I did realize though that if I slept on that side, like if I'm laying on the left side, I would have some pain, but other than that, I was okay. I woke up and I was feeling great. No pain whatsoever. It was crazy. So I was super excited thinking that the plasma is working. So immediately I was really happy and that lasted for like an hour and a half potentially. I took my dog for a walk and at the end of that walk, I could barely walk. I was limping and it was really painful. And then that pain came and went throughout the day. I spent most of my day also laying or sitting is not comfortable because like it's in the glute. Like I did rest as much as I could. We went out on like very mini walks with my dog and now it hurts a lot again. So I guess the pain comes and goes. Like I haven't been pain-free since the morning, but I guess it comes from like 8 to 3 to 8 to 3 to 8 to 3. And this afternoon I have physical therapy. I don't know how that is gonna look like because I'm supposed to take it easy. At least I don't have 8-level pain all day, you know, I think that's a good thing. Today is day 3 after the plasma injection and I just finished physical therapy. I came to physical therapy after day 1 and now I'm here again. And it's really interesting because we're supposed to take it easy, but most of the exercises are still the same. I've been doing pretty much the same with less weight. So for example, we're doing the normal table routine with him moving the leg around and then me doing the glute bridges, the leg clamps, some planks, some bird dogs, and then we do the band walks. The band walks are with less I guess resistance. I've been doing squats with less weight, deadlifts. I've been using that multi-hip machine. I did some balance today and it's really interesting because I thought that we were gonna really take it easy, but I guess since I'm not feeling bad, we are still doing stuff and that's the amazing news. As of now, while we speak, I don't have any pain. No pain. And that's how it's been since last time that I spoke with you. I've been having moments in which I have absolutely no pain. There are other moments in which I do feel a lot of pain, but it comes and goes. Like it's not there all the time and I was ready for it because I knew that it was gonna get worse before it got better. I was expecting 1 to 2 weeks of terrible pain, but I'm actually feeling really good. Yesterday, I had very significant pain in the knee and in the foot, which started around the afternoon. And then last night, I couldn't really sleep. I was waking up in the middle of the night with significant pain in the whole left leg. But during the day, most of the time, I feel like I'm okay. The pain comes and goes, but it's really weird. I feel like I am getting more relief than I was expecting, which is great. Let's see how the next days look like. It's been a week since the injection. This week has been ups and downs. It has really been a roller coaster. I've had plenty of pain. I had times with absolutely no pain. My knee has been hurting a lot. I've woken up in the middle of the night with pain. It has just been a mixed bag, but honestly, I feel like it hasn't been as bad as it could have been, because I heard that it gets worse before it gets better, and it hasn't really been the case, because for me at least, getting worse would mean that every single second of my life I would have way worse pain than I had. And now not feeling pain for some periods of time, it's crazy, like it's so good. So for me that is a lot of progress, so I'm actually really happy about that. As I was saying, I have had pain. My left knee, especially the knee of the same side of the injection, is very sensitive, so I've had a lot of knee pain lately. It's really frequent and it's very intense. I've had pain in my calves, like right now I have pain in my knee and in my calves. I have also pain in the front of my hip a little bit, which is always very stressful and concerning. 2 days ago I walked 20,000 steps, which I know I shouldn't have done because I was supposed to take it easy this week. And I guess the pain that I have right now may be a consequence of that. But during those 20,000 steps, like I was feeling pretty much okay. I did have hip pain, like in the tendon, in the glute. Every now and then, like I would feel a stabbing and I would feel some discomfort in the knee. It was okay overall. The balance of the first week is positive. I am surprised that I'm feeling better, and I think this is going to work. Hello! This is the end of week 2 after the PRP injection. Can't believe that it's already week 2. It's kind of crazy, and honestly, I start feeling a little bit of pressure from now on. I'll get to that at the end of this, but just to give you a summary of this week, it was a very similar week to week 1, in the sense that I had moments free of pain, and then I also had other moments where my pain was really, really bad. I did have a couple of nights in which I was waking up in the middle of the night, not being able to sleep because of the pain, and I did have a couple of days where I had a lot of pain, but I also had a couple of hours where I didn't have any pain. 4 days ago, I had significant pain. I did my physical therapy exercises in the morning, like only the table exercises. Had pain in the front and in the back of the hip. And I figured that like no matter what I do, I am still in pain, so I went skating. And it was amazing. It went so well. And of course I was sore. I was in pain after the skating, but throughout the day I feel like things started getting better, which was really good. And then the day after that, 3 days ago, I had absolutely no pain. I had a full day of no pain, and that was amazing because I haven't had that since the pain started. It's been there all the time, at least for a couple of hours. So having a pain-free day was amazing. I really, really enjoyed it. But then the next day, I could barely move. I don't understand why. Maybe it is the delayed effects of the skating, but I could barely move. I was in a lot of pain, at least the first half of the day until like 1 p.m. I was in significant pain, and then things started getting better, but I did go to bed with pain. Yesterday was that day, and then today I woke up feeling sore. In the morning I was doing my actual physical therapy workout, and I was feeling pain in the front and in the back of the hip, but throughout the day things have gotten better, and right now as we speak I don't have any pain. So we made it to the 2-week mark. The 2 first weeks were supposed to be the worst ones. They said that it gets worse before it gets better. I feel like I have reacted better than the expectations. My physical therapist is really happy with the way that my body has reacted. So I really hope that things get better from now on. And the reason why I was saying that I feel a little bit more pressured now is that from now to week 6, we're going to start seeing the improvements. So I really hope, I kind of have high expectations. I really, really hope that this is going to be the end of it and that I can see the light on the end of the tunnel and feel free of pain and restrictions by the end of this month that's coming. And with this, I'm gonna end this video. Leave me a comment if you have gotten the PRP injection. I would also love to hear how the first weeks were for you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.